folks. Sorry, folks. Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam. Oh, you guys haven't heard of Plywood? Oh, wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. Alright, folks. So, first of all, let's get straight to it. For those of you that aren't aware, in regards to what Plywood is. Plywood is what Zionists are referring to when they see videos of the tragedies coming out of Gaza. They're referring to it as Plywood. Okay? So whenever there's like a video of a dead child, they say, oh, this is Plywood. When they see someone that's bleeding from top to bottom, they say this is Plywood. This is makeup. And okay, so basically that's what they're saying. That's in Hollywood, Plywood. That's the basic idea. So now, a bit of a background. You have the president of Israel saying that there are no innocent Palestinians. You have the prime minister saying that, quoting verses about Amalek from the Bible. So there's an intention. There's an intention to actually like kill civilians. Yeah. You had one of their heads saying that the intention isn't to, is not precision, but the intention is to create damage. So they're not even there. There's no precision in the bombings. Yeah. So the question is, despite them showing their intentions, despite the videos of like rockets hitting Gaza, despite all of that, the question is, why do people still say, why do the Zionists still say Plywood? Huh? What causes people to say Plywood? That's the question. I want to hear from you guys. Desperation. I don't think it's desperation. Well, the first thing is, evil as they aren't really the type of people to care about truth. Okay, they don't care about truth. Their depravity and indifference to Muslims in particular, coping since they funded Hollywood, denial, it's a joke to them, laughing no mercy. By the way, they believe this. It's not like they're acting. Like when you find people saying Plywood, a lot of them believe this, because what they're doing is this. They're coming across, I'm sure like some of this is intentional. Yeah, they're coming across this as intentional. They find these videos of Muslims putting like body paint for like any injuries from movies from 4 or 5 years ago or something, and they will claim this is what's happening in Gaza right now. Okay, so disinformation exists. All right, so what they're doing is they're claiming that these clips are happening today in Gaza, despite all these bombings, despite the claim that there are tens of thousands. Okay, it's not tens of thousands, it's thousands. It's around like what, 14,000 dead Palestinians right now. Despite that, they're claiming, when they see a video of a dead child, they're like, this is Plywood. Okay, so the reason is, and still no one wants to. I want to see more guesses. I want to know how you guys interpret this claim, this denial this denial of such a clear. يعني imagine this. Imagine, I think, what, 30% of the buildings in Gaza are damaged. Um, you have Christians. You have Christians that died. You have Christians that died in Gaza from the bombings. And despite all this, whenever they see a dead child, they say this is Plywood. What's causing this to happen? What's happening in their minds that's allowing them to say Plywood and to deny what's going on? Cowboy is saying they're losing the propaganda war. They're trying to trivialize the plight of their victims. They don't consider Palestinians humans, ya Farid. So they want to dehumanize them more. Okay. What I believe is going on is this. It's simply that they have two types of information, two forms of information. One argument is this is happening. Children are dying by the thousands. That's one. Okay? This has video footage. This has testimony by independent, neutral, international organizations like the United Nations, World Health Organization, Amnesty. Everyone's saying this. Yeah. At the same time, on the other hand, you have this disinformation. You have clips, yeah, of someone putting on makeup on someone. Okay, and therefore, we're going to reject the international organizations, the videos of like maimed children, the clear satellite images of a third of Gaza being destroyed, and we're going to deny all of that because of those clips. What's happening is very important. They have they're leaning towards one belief, or excuse me, they're actually, by the way, they're sincere. I personally believe that they're sincere. I don't believe they're faking it when they're saying Plywood. I believe that they're sincere when they're saying Plywood. But they're saying that because this idea of Palestinians faking these tragedies, this is an idea that is what's the word I'm looking for? It's something that supports their beliefs. They don't want to. They don't. It's I'm trying to remember the word. It enforces. It enforces their beliefs of the Palestinians being the bad guys, and therefore, no matter what they see when it comes to tragedies, they're going to reject that, and they're going to hold on to whatever enforces their beliefs. It's as simple as that. Their bias prevents them from accepting cold, hard, undeniable facts that the average neutral observer is accepting. On the other hand, anything that would suggest otherwise, they would simply accept. It supports their agenda. Thank you. Right? And again, it's not. By the way, it doesn't have to be something like an evil within them. Yeah, it's that this bias within them prevents them. This bias within, because they started off with this idea before the war started. They have a specific idea about Palestinians, bad guys. They have a specific idea about Israelis, good guys. Anything that shows a Palestinian as a victim, this has to be fake. Anything that shows an Israeli as a victim, this has to be true. Any pro-Israeli news is good, they accept. Any pro-Palestinian news has to be fake. That's how I'm not going to say they're wired to think. I think it's human nature, unfortunately, for a lot of people. Of course, they have gone past any reasonable bias, because there is bias. There is bias, but this is way past reasonable. Like this is abnormal, and of course there's no justification. You have to literally turn your head away every time you see a dead Palestinian kid in order to make claims of Plywood. If you have thousands of people dying around you, all you gotta do is put your camera towards a dead kid. It's easier to get footage of a dead kid on the side of the road than it is to get makeup and paint one of your kid and pretend like it's real. The first option is all around you. The second option is harder to do, especially when you're struggling to find water and bread. What's the solution to this? What's the solution to this? خلاص. There's no solution to people that are that close-minded. Maybe, by the way, maybe people like that you're not supposed to talk to. Maybe people like that you're not supposed to convince. Maybe those people should be highlighted. Maybe we're supposed to say, look at how dark-hearted these people are. Look at how these people don't have souls, and they will literally turn away from the tragedies that are occurring. Maybe that's one aspect of it. Maybe you're not supposed to tell them you're wrong. maybe just say, oh, check this guy out. Check out this scum of the earth rejecting what's happening in Gaza. Wallahu alam. I don't know. Are you supposed to do da'wah for everyone? To everyone? Do you believe in da'wah to everyone? I don't believe in da'wah to everyone. I believe in da'wah to most people, but I don't believe you should do da'wah to everyone. If someone, for example, is making money out of attacking the deen, I don't believe in giving da'wah to them. So I see a comment, ignorance has no solution. I disagree. I believe that there is a solution to ignorance, but I don't think it's ignorance for those people. I think they've gone way past ignorance. Bye, folks. I'm going to end this stream right here. I'll catch you guys later, inshallah. Maybe make another one. Assalamu alaikum.